Hi there. Welcome to Draw With Me. I'm Danny Gregory, and this is our second Draw With Me of the year. It's going to be much better than last year, don't you think, JJ?
Oh, yeah. We're already starting out with, peak happiness and joy.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, we had so much fun last week, and now we're lifted up by having a little rain in Phoenix, so that makes us very excited here.
That's true. It's very
sweater
nice.
Weather, finally.
It's true. It's true.
So yeah, glad to be here, and I loved seeing everyone's gratitude and New Year's and
plans. Like people have a lot of plans.
Like
it's nice.
A lot of good stuff.
Thanks for sharing them, by the way. Those are your personal things, and I appreciate that you're sharing them, putting them out there for everybody to see. Very nice. Mm-hmm. So we have lots of people from all over the place here today, including lots of people from Norway.
Norway representing.
Norway. Yes,
I lost count of how many I saw in the chat, but it had to be half a dozen or more. So go Norway.
I'm not sure the Kettle Jensen, but it's from Kettle, so I'm not sure what that means exactly, but what your name is. But it's wonderful to have you here. Also, who else do we have here? We have somebody from Little Norway.
Yes, curious about that.
Little Norway.
Sounds wonderful. Sounds beautiful.
I don't have that here, but I have Carla, who's actually in Norway. Oh, and Baby Boo, who says Poulsbo, Washington is somehow Little Norway. Very nice.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we have
bringing the family together.
Yep, Vicky from North Carolina. I think Vicky is new-ish, perhaps.
I saw a number of people who said first time. So welcome.
So yes, we have. Let me see who else we have here who's new. We have Siwa from Slovenia. I'm not sure if you're new, but not new, but from Slovenia.
You're an OG. I know you.
OG.
You're
what about
awesome
Maria?
OG.
Maria's from Germany. And Shaban in Ireland. And Agata in Gdansk. Very nice.
Yep. I saw
Luz
Jen in the
Colombia.
Philippines. Susan just popped in from Sydney. That's a commitment. Thank you for being here. It's nearly Friday, or it is Friday. That's a.
You've been up partying.
We appreciate that.
Up celebrating kicking off the weekend.
Yay!
Early. Let's see. Gen X Jagoff is here for the first time after following for years.
Sweet.
In New Brunswick. Gen X Jagoff.
Somebody was asking about the names. It's a thing YouTube is doing to prevent spammers. So it's
People
not
have
you,
numbers
it's
now.
not us, it's nothing that
Nothing we can do about it?
Yeah. The intention behind it is good. It's trying to make sure it's like legitimate people and not.
I think you can change your name though.
I think it's a new YouTube thing. I've researched it. So just roll with it. Just roll with it.
Own it. Become Gen X
Deal
Jagoff.
Deal with it.
Pamela Harris just became a member of our channel.
Thank you.
So thank you for doing that, Pamela. We will see you next Wednesday. We had really fun yesterday. We did blind contour drawing portraits. If you've never done that before, it was a lot of fun to do. It's basically drawing without looking at what you're drawing and then making cool stuff happen after you've done it. I did a couple drawings. I was like, oh, not sure about this. But then they turned out really quite nicely. And I see a few members in the chat have been mentioning that they like it too. Had a good time. Okay.
We should conserve our time here and tell people about Saturday and then get going. So.
Right. So yes, exactly. So
yes.
So Saturday is day after tomorrow, at least here in the United States. But 48 hours from now, we will be having our first workshop of 2026. And I've mentioned it before. I've probably written to you, but it is called Pen and Paint, Paint and Pen. And it is going to be a workshop in which we're going to experiment with different ways of combining ink and I think I showed, where is it? I had this drawing that I did. This is the four of the pieces that I make in the workshop. Totally different techniques of drawing, in this case fish, but these are the techniques that you can use to draw any kind of creature, any kind of place, any kind of person. You'll be able to use these techniques. So in 3 hours. Now, one of the things that JJ had said to me, JJ, was what was our rule about doing these workshops that we decided that we were going to do?
We're going to just have fun.
Just have fun.
Just have fun.
You know, because usually I'm a miserable wretch
No,
and
but
I'm
the
complaining and whining,
No,
but this case,
it's not nothing. It's not nothing to like live stream a thing, and a lot of people have expectations. It's going to be a rather large group of people. You know, that's part of what makes it fun, but that's part of what makes it stressful. So, you know, this is the first.
For us.
Well, no, but this is the first time of us doing it in a couple of years. So, you know, we are.
You can watch us screw up. Live. No, it is a lot of fun, and it is.
You'll learn.
Just so you know, you don't need to be on camera.
Right.
You won't be on camera, in fact, but you will be present. And JJ, you won't be on camera either.
No,
Just
I'll be
me.
Yeah, I'll be chatting and typing.
Right.
And
Yeah. So if you've never done a workshop with us before, I think you'll really enjoy it. If you have done them, it's probably been a couple years because we haven't done them for a while. But the point is, it's an opportunity to really concentrate. It's kind of like Draw With Me in a way, but it's more really me teaching you specific stuff and explaining exactly how I do things. And you're going to walk away from this, if you work along with me, with 4 pieces that you've made. And if you can't make it, Saturday at 9 o'clock Pacific. If you can't make it then, don't worry, because it's going to be recorded. And you will have a recording of this and you can come back and look at it again. So some people watch it and they just kind of watch the whole thing, take notes, do some sketches, but then come back and watch it a second time and actually work along with me after they've seen it. It's up to you how you want to do it, but I think it's a great opportunity to get out your watercolors, or if you've never tried watercolors before, to start using them. As soon as you sign up, you'll get a supply list, so I would suggest sign up now so that you at least have a day or two to get your stuff together.
But you don't really, you just need like a waterproof pen, some watercolors. You don't need much. You
probably have the stuff you need.
Yeah.
But you'll learn ideas that you can apply to using watercolors and really using colored media in combination with drawing. That's really my goal, is to kind of stretch you in that way. So I hope you'll sign up. If you do, go to school.tiny.us, PPP, or just go to sketchbookskool.com, same thing, and you can sign up and join us. I'll see you then. All right.
So what are we doing today?
Well, today is drawing my favorite subject, which is a self-portrait.
Strangely, not a man with a beard.
Not a man with a beard yet. I could grow one or draw one. But I think that drawing a self-portrait, if you've never done it before, I would urge you to give it a shot. Because particularly now, it's the beginning of the year, it's a great time to kind of just take stock of yourself. Look in the mirror and say, yeah, this is me, the artist. I mean, making self-portraits is something that artists have done as long as they've made portraits. Certainly there are a lot of artists who we associate really strongly with their self-portraits, whether it's Rembrandt or Van Gogh or Picasso or me. There's drawing yourself is just a great way to practice, if nothing else. And that's why a lot of artists do it, is because you have yourself as a subject. You don't have to deal with some model that you have to pay. You're there and you can study yourself. So, but it's also an opportunity to kind of just see yourself. I find I've drawn many, many self-portraits. They're all completely different because I'm different. The guy in the mirror is different, but also me internally is different. The colors I choose, the style I have, it's a way of catching a moment in time. Now you might say to yourself, ugh, I hate the way I look. Okay, if that's such an overwhelming thought that you don't want to deal with it, draw me. Okay, I'm here. You can use me as your subject if you prefer, or draw something else, or just hang out. Whatever you want to do, but I would urge you to try this out and try doing it on a regular basis. You know, last year we did Selfie-tember. We did selfies every single day of the month, each with different styles, different approaches, different materials, different techniques. And that's part of what's great about self-portraits, is you have the same consistent subject, but you can approach it in different ways. All right, is that enough?
Yeah,
I think it
let's
is.
do it.
I know.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Just jump in. The water is fine.
It is fine. All right. Sorry.
Remember, just have fun.
Just have fun. Yes, that's our goal today.
It's
is to
not
enjoy
too deep.
ourselves. So I've got my watercolors out here. And I've got my coffee here. So
Not to be commingled.
hopefully not. It happens, but I'm just going to make us both smaller over here. Well, I guess what I'm going to do is
You're just doing one today, one on the page.
probably, yeah, I'm just going to do one. You know, we have 46 minutes scheduled to do it. That's a long time for me to do a self-portrait. So it's possible I might flip the page and do another one. Don't be surprised if that happens. But, you know, let's see. Let's see where the mood takes me, takes you, and we will get on with it. So I am going to because of the nature of this setup, I think I'm going to have to draw from a photo. So I have a photo of me that I'll probably use just because I don't have a camera on me right now. I mean, I do, but it's small. I don't want to fill up the thing. So I have a picture. I'm just going to show you this picture because it's kind of ridiculous. This is a picture I took of myself. Yeah, there it is.
Wow, that's a flattering one.
Yeah, that's a flattering picture, but that's kind of how I was feeling.
Bit of a nostril shot.
Whenever it was I took it. I do have nostrils, and I'm glad of it. So that's what I'm going to be working from. I'm going to be working from that picture of me. If you want to quickly pull out your phone and take a picture of yourself and draw from that, why not? You're allowed. But, you know, and if you have a mirror, that's nice too. I mean, in a lot of ways, drawing from a mirror is kind of preferable just because, you know, you're seeing yourself in real time. And it's better practice for drawing from life. But I don't have a mirror, nor would I like to look at one. But as I said, yesterday we were doing these. So last night I went to.
Was it a portrait party or was it just like an art party that you made into a portrait party?
Last night?
Because you drew a lot of the people that were there, right?
Last night was a portrait party. It wasn't my idea. It was my friend Mary's idea because Mary starts each day now. She's been doing this thing where she starts each day by drawing a blind contour drawing of a random person. She goes to what used to be Sketchy but is now called Gallery, and she just downloads a picture. She does a blind contour drawing of some person, and then she watercolors it. And she's usually a very kind of controlled sort of artist, like her.
She likes oil painting too, right?
No, she's a watercolorist.
Oh, okay.
She spends
I mean, I know
a
she
long time on
she's not slapdash. So she's trying to be looser, right?
Yeah, so this kind of gives her a chance. And she told me yesterday that she's now doing 2 a day.
Fun.
2 in the morning, and she spends like about 5 minutes on them. 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah. Well, there's a good drawing of my glasses.
Now, do you mean to not be showing folks your reference?
Yes.
Okay.
I showed it to you briefly.
I mean,
I can put a big picture of me up, but then you won't be able to see the drawing. So you tell me what you want. If you'd like to just see a big picture of me, great.
Do you want to put up the picture of you and people can screenshot it in case they want to draw you along with you?
I hesitate to have lots of people draw this picture of me, but yes.
Well,
Okay,
look.
Here it is.
Okay.
Here's this picture of me.
So if you want to try to follow along with what Danny's doing, take a screenshot and
Yeah, God. All right, yeah.
there you go.
I'm looking forward to seeing lots and lots of drawings of this flattering picture of me. But again, with selfies, it's like sometimes that's how you feel. Like,
Yeah.
This is how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I feel like you had just woken up from a nap because your eyebrow is like all cattywampus in there.
I know. I need to get a
It's
haircut.
okay. It's okay.
I need to get a haircut.
You still are the most handsome man in the world.
Most handsome man on the screen. So anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You got your screenshot, folks?
Yeah. I've now removed it, so. Yeah, so anyway, we had a portrait party last night, which is basically what happens is, we actually did kind of an interesting thing. We set up stations.
Oh, so you actually moved chair? Like musical
Well,
chairs?
Yeah, so what we did is we had like one station that was just graphite and one station that was a dip pen.
How come I didn't see any graphite from yours? Did you not do that station?
I did have all of them. I left some of them behind
I see, okay.
because we also had paper, and I did some stuff on my sketchbook, but I did generally, I worked in my sketchbook, but then like we did one that was black paper, and we used like white graphite on that, or temper sticks.
Ooh, that's fun. White graphite.
Yeah,
I'm curious about that. I should have gone to this portrait party.
And then there was also, I brought my temper sticks. We had pastels.
Of course you did. Did you bring what are your new little pens, the gel pens that you used last week?
No, I definitely didn't. But somebody else brought, what are those markers called? The ones that I don't particularly like.
Posca?
Posca pens, yeah.
Oh, I thought you did love them.
No, I don't particularly. So yeah, so there was, so basically what would happen is you sit down at your station, but one person sat in the model's chair.
Oh, so everyone did that with different
you
medium.
rotated. So like I think we had a 5-minute timer, and every 5 minutes you would rotate to the next thing. So
now, did you bring home any of the portraits people did of you?
I didn't. No.
I mean, it's a nice group of artists. I imagine some of them were fun.
Well, again, these are blind contours, so they're pretty crazy drawings. They're not what you would call, well, I don't know, they might be accurate, but they were.
Well, maybe at the end you should show some of the ones you did, because I thought they were really good.
Okay, I'll show some of the ones I did later.
It's an incentive to stay to the end.
Yeah, but it was it's a fun communal thing, because there were times where we laughed so much it was hard to draw. Like my friend Kirk has very small, not small eyes, but kind of slit eyes, and I was saying how he's easy to draw because his eyes are basically like a slit, and so then the next time he posed, he tried to make his eyes really wide, and he looked absolutely insane. And so, I mean, we were laughing so much, it was like hard to draw. So it was really fun. And if you've never had a portrait party, it's just, all you do is just get a group of people together, and everybody takes turns posing.
And you weren't even like drinking beer. You guys were like,
we weren't.
Just eating cookies.
No, it was a rainy night. It was dark, and we had all driven my friends have like a foundation called the Walter Hive, and they have.
I think we talked about them on the show last week. She's the one who has the tattoo on her arm that says "Just be nice."
Exactly.
Yeah, they're great people.
So.
And they make yummy beer. We did talk about them last week.
Yeah. So anyway, none of us were really going to be drinking that yummy beer on a rainy Wednesday night, dark. So when we have to drive home.
Although if you had wanted to have a beer, I would have come and picked you up. Except for that we are doing dry January.
And my car drove me home.
Oh my gosh, another person from Norway.
What's going on with Norway?
Norway, we're just feeling the love.
Norway, there's something like a strong need to make art in Norway.
I mean, I wonder if YouTube is like doing a thing. Somebody else said they are joining for the first time because YouTube suggested it. So that's an interesting, sometimes when we see a lot of new faces, that I wonder, is the algorithm working for us?
Thank you, Al. I love you, Al.
Way to go, YouTube.
Yeah.
But seriously, I mean, there have been so many people from Norway today. I wonder if any of them know each other. I mean, how many people are in the chat right now?
It's such a small country. I'm sure they all know each other.
There are 300 people in this chat right now, and I would say 20 of you are in Norway. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Come on, Sweden.
I've seen Sweden. Sweden is representing. Sweden is here.
As long as Sweden's around.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen Finland. I have not seen Finland. Chris Seidel is here. It's always nice.
All the way from not Norway.
Another person from Sweden. I love it. I love it. That is just making me so happy. Somebody from Denmark, somebody from Spain. A lot of people. Global hug.
Yep, that's nice. Boy, this is an unattractive picture of me. But it's not inaccurate.
You chose you. All right, someone named Kayla wants to say hi, Kayla live, please.
Hi, Kayla live, please.
Why did you pick this picture? Do you want to talk about that?
Not really.
Okay.
I'll talk to my psychiatrist about it.
So someone is saying they're resisting the urge to erase. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I mean, I'm not erasing. Be like me. I mean, you can erase, but I think it's better to just slow down. And also, when you do a self-portrait, bear in mind that in a way, it is a representation of how you're feeling right now. And, yeah, you could erase that, but you could also lean into it and make, include your mistakes in what you're doing, quote unquote mistakes. Just, I don't know.
So somebody, Mama Stella, said she would love, I'm assuming Mama is a she, would love a tutorial on drawing eyes. They're commenting the fact that you have big brown eyes and they're not hard to draw, which is funny because a lot of times when Danny draws portraits of other people on this show, you'll notice he gives them his eyes, whether they actually have big brown eyes or not. So I think that, yeah, drawing eyes would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not particularly interested in drawing just eyes by themselves, particularly. But I guess my answer would be, I kind of draw eyes the way I draw everything, so I don't really have any particular techniques for it. But, eyes they're round.
They aren't.
No, I don't mean that they're round. I mean that they're
pupil?
round, they're like three-dimensional. So you have to think about the fact that they're three-dimensional.
Right.
So they're reflecting light. And that is part of what you want to look for is where are the light reflections. So like I haven't drawn any of these details in here, in part because this picture of me is my eyes are
Just woken up from a
they're
nap?
just very dark. They're very dark. So there's like a little bit of a reflection in there. And actually my pupil is sort of lighter. And then there's another light here. So I was probably going to deal with this mainly when I do watercolor, which I'm going to do in a minute. So, but eyes are also a key to the expression, So much of the expression comes, the soul, windows to the soul, your eyes. And all that. All right. I think that's pretty much there. I think I have a zit for some reason right there, so I might put that in. And I have this kind of dent in my chin happening here, so I might put that in. But I don't necessarily need to go and make myself even more grotesque.
So Jen said it kind of reminds me of Chuck Jones's illustrations. I can see that.
Chuck Jones? Chuck Jones, the cartoonist?
Yeah.
Because I look like Elmer Fudd?
Gail Dennis is asking, how many selfies have you done over the years? I mean, thousands. Thousands. I'm not exaggerating. I think that is an actual number. I mean, if you wanted to like spitball, I would say 1,000 would be accurate.
Well, if you
Maybe
think,
not thousands, but 1,000. You've done 1K selfies.
well, if you think about it, if you want to learn to draw people, you know, it's great to draw a variety of people. There's no question about that, right? To go out and see if you can draw all different types of people. But if you want to draw a consistent person, you know, unless you had a really, I mean, there are people who are blessed to have very patient spouses who are happy to, you know, come to the studio whenever summoned, maybe strip down and pose. I'm not one of those people. So I'm forced to do it myself.
I mean, the comment about learning how to draw eyes, truly, if you drew a self-portrait every day for a month, you would figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, the selfie timber, when I did the selfie timber, I recorded it every day. So if you want to see those, you know, they're all available, all those selfie timber videos. So you can see all the different, and I did different techniques. Sometimes, you know, just different styles, different kind of creative challenges, and that kept it interesting, you know, because otherwise you can go like, oh, not my boring old face again. But if you mix it up, it can be really fun. And you'll learn how to take one single thing and approach it in lots of different ways, which is really a helpful skill to have. This is not watercolor paper, and it's buckling a little.
What is it? Like mixed media paper?
It's a mixed media paper, and I'm putting
a lot of water on there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting a little unhappy with me, but.
All right. So Artist Novice wants you to please share your strategy behind your first color placement. Are you going for midtones first?
Yeah, I guess I am. I go for midtones. I leave room for the highlights. Then I come back in and I put on, you know, I started with basically raw sienna, and now I'm adding essentially probably burnt sienna, maybe some Van Dyke brown as my first level of shadows, and I just kind of am going back and forth. You don't want to do too many layers. If you do too many layers, it starts to get a bit murky. But so far so good. It's pretty wet right now, so I'm just going to let it sit for a second.
You want to hit it with a paper towel or hairdryer or anything?
Yeah, not a paper towel, because that will definitely... This isn't even plugged in. Hold on a second.
Plug it in the hairdryer. Do you need my assistance? don't forget your tether. Oh, you unhooked your mic. Here we go.
All right. I'm suddenly feeling like changing media. I don't know. I know.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Then I was suddenly thinking, like, why do I put like bright orange behind him?
Somebody was talking about why you go to orange for a skin tone.
Meaning why I do or why one should?
Why one does.
I mean, I'm inspired by our president. I don't know why.
Quite possibly the worst comment you've ever made on this show. I'm sure nobody appreciated it.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think probably the best way to do this is to do what's called grisage, which is like where you do the whole thing in tones. So you just do a whole painting in gray, and then you put the color on top. I mean, that's another way of doing it.
Someone else was asking about midtones.
What about them?
Well, like, what does that mean?
Well, if you think about a spectrum from black to white, you know, no light to all light, a midtone is what sits in the middle. So basically what it is particularly when you're doing watercolor, because you want to leave the white of the paper because you can't get that back.
Right.
So
I mean, unless you go like gouache.
No, but then it's not a watercolor anymore.
Right.
So I think what you want to do is you want to, you know, you leave your lights light, but if you go right to your dark shadows too much, you can't pull those back either. But when you do your midtones, you can make them lighter or you can make them darker. So that's why it's kind of smarter to start in the middle and kind of turn the volume up or down as you go, because that's the thing about watercolors, you can't back out of it. It's like, it's like putting spices in when you're cooking.
Yeah.
Right? If you put too much salt in, that's it.
Or spicy.
Yeah, make it too spicy.
Really hard to back off of that.
Exactly. So you kind of put it in a bit at a time, but you don't want to be too hesitant and timid about it either, because then it just becomes really soft and blendy and all those kinds of things. So you want to have like, you want to be bold. You want to be bold.
Someone's asking if your reference has any ears, and I'm looking at it, and the way your head's tilting back, you cannot see the ears at all in the actual photo.
There are no ears. Flash you quickly.
Yeah.
Earless.
Earless.
I actually had my ears removed a couple years ago. It means I don't have to listen, and it's really good. I like it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's funny. The optical illusion.
It's partly because I took this picture with my camera, and I think when you go close and you use selfie camera, sometimes it uses the wide angle setting. I mean, my head doesn't look quite as much like a melon in reality. Cassava.
Would you be a cantaloupe?
Yes, I prefer a gourd.
Or a watermelon?
I've made my eyes kind of ridiculously big in here. They are kind of magnified a little
But
bit.
I think that is actually a tactic in any kind of portrait or selfie, is like pick one feature and you can exaggerate it a little bit, and then that's sort of your organizing idea about the rest of it, because with your eyes being a bit exaggerated, you have to be a bit more subtle. You can't exaggerate everything, right?
Well, I notice that when people post drawings that they've done of me, they don't make the eyes that big. But when I do pictures of myself, I'm kind of like trying to make myself look like Bambi. But that may not be accurate. And maybe the people who are making me look like I have little pig eyes is actually more correct.
Well, do you think your eyes get smaller as you age? Because your eye...
I think your head gets bigger.
No, but your eyelids get a bit...
Droopier?
Droopier is not a very kind word, but, it is a thing.
Are you saying that I'm old?
Well, you have reached a certain age.
Let's hope I reach another age soon.
You have to do like 1,000 more selfies before you can shuffle off the mortal plane.
All right. How are we doing time-wise? Okay. We have time. I mean, I could come in with colored pencils. I'm not sure if that's...
Are you going to do anything with your shirt?
Yeah, I'm going to finish it. I don't want to get into the folds and shadows of my shirt particularly. I kind of like the graphic nature of it, but maybe I should make it darker. Yeah, I should. So I painted myself looking kind of miserable. That's.
I wouldn't say it is the most joyous expression I've ever seen you make.
But that's not, you don't have to do that when you do a self-portrait. You can make yourself look good and happy. There's a certain drama to looking miserable, but I don't actually feel miserable. So this is not a completely accurate drawing. For that reason, if not other. I still kind of feel like I want to put a background in, but I'm not going to.
Are you going to write anything about yourself?
Not really.
No? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not. My father used to do a self-portrait. He did it like every day for a while. And
after he was retired, yeah? That was sort of his thing, right?
I guess so. I don't really know when he retired, but yeah. he did a lot of things, but he would fax them to me periodically. But he did this whole series of them day after day. He put a mirror on a table and then he put his drawing next to it. And they all kind of looked exactly the same. I'm not sure what the point of that was. I don't know if he was, like I've never wanted to do it that way. I mean, he I guess really wanted to be accurate. And
yeah, he was trying to perfect something.
Yeah, he didn't change that much from day to day. But he was always a bastard. But I always feel like I do change.
You mean some days you're nicer than others?
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah.
I think some days, I would say in your case specifically, some days you're more well rested than others.
That's a good point.
As you have a lifelong affliction with the old friend insomnia.
Well, it's actually changed into a lifelong affliction with having pugs that want to get up at 5 a.m. So it doesn't matter whether I'm sleeping or not sleeping, I'm going to end up getting my butt out of bed at 5 a.m.
Yeah, well, this is why you have to have a nap in the middle of the day now.
Or a wife that springs out of bed. You do sometimes. Don't you?
So Nicole is asking from Cape Town, amazing, just a question, does acrylic markers really contain acrylic paint or what's really inside? I think they're really acrylic.
I think they're really acrylic.
I think that's like...
I mean, I don't think it's like...
It's not paint.
There's obviously,
like
there's some other...
Got some kind of...
It's got something that keeps...
Make it viscous, right?
Well, something that also doesn't, so it doesn't dry up inside the pen, right? I mean, it's... But I know that there are ones that I've used that are like, it's almost like a tube of paint with a cap on it. So...
Well, I feel like those Poscas were kind of like that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the, what were those German pens that we...
Eddings?
The Eddings.
Oh, yeah. Those big fat ones?
Some of them were just like, it was literally like, it felt like a tube of paint with a nib on the end.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't think it really was, though. I think it's special.
Now, at what point do you become worried you might be on the verge of overworking this?
10 minutes ago.
So you're just trying to drag it out because you went too fast?
Here's the problem. On Draw With Me, I like to fill the hour, right? We like to do a show that lasts an hour. My problem is I rarely will spend this much time on a drawing. So if I was just sitting here by myself, I would have done this in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But I like to stretch it out. So I keep thinking to myself, should I bring in some other stuff? Should I bring in some other material? Should I turn the page and do another one? Should I do something else? Because I've kind of exhausted my ability to do this in any more detail.
I mean, I feel like it did take on a really interesting, I would say, improvement. I think like you took it to the next level very recently. I kind of liked when you got like the blue in there on your neck, like that.
Yeah, I think that did make a difference. And I'm not saying that it didn't get better. I'm just saying it's difficult for me to sustain my interest sometimes, you know, and to really plan it out. I'm a sprinter, not a marathoner. Now, as a sprinter, I could potentially run in a marathon, but it might not turn out well. So. But, yeah, I mean, I also like doing self-portraits on the iPad.
Yeah, which for those who were here last week, Danny said is one of, I wouldn't say a resolution, but you want to use your iPad more for art making.
Yeah, I want to do things where I do spend more time on a thing, so that this is definitely a good discipline. It's not necessarily comfortable for me. And I also definitely want to get back into the iPad, just to make drawings from scratch. I've been doing a lot of kind of more illustrations with the iPad, but
You just finished a
can
little.
you hand me my iPad? Was that?
Yeah. You just finished a little film that has some really cool. It wasn't plugged in. I hope it is not dead. Really cool, intriguing effects, and I will leave it at that.
Yeah, you'll see it next Tuesday.
Next week.
If you get Danny's essays, you'll see it tomorrow because I'm sharing it with readers.
Oh, do you not get Danny's essays? They're free. Why don't you sign up now?
Thank you. I'll show you some other selfies. All right. This is my folder of selfies. And you can see what I mean by how varied they are. Sometimes I look like a little piggy. Sometimes I look like there I am with my dog. Sometimes they're cartoony. Sometimes I look like Fred Flintstone. This looks like I was run over by a truck.
That looks like a pug. Love that. I might have a delay. I shouldn't be commenting on.
Yeah, I was wondering which one you're talking about. The one. So this is just me drawing me on the iPad, so you can see how kind of varied they are. And these are pretty hilarious. I haven't looked at these in a long time. But again, the point is, like, you sit down and you go like, well, what should I draw today? And then you go, I guess I'll draw me.
It's funny how many you have a stripy shirt on.
Yeah, it's kind of the default.
It's like 90%.
That way I know it's me because I'm wearing a striped shirt. I actually don't own any striped shirts.
You were wearing one yesterday when you took the reference photo.
Oh, that's right.
There's another nostril shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Again, nostrils, part of my brand. If you got them, flaunt them. So yeah, well, that's actually probably a blind contour. Okay, well, there's more here than I thought I had. Okay, so
you can see there's 1,000 and now 1,001 selfies, and I was not exaggerating for once.
Yeah. But then I have like a lot of them. I probably do more on Sketchbook now than I. But yeah, to me, it's just an easy subject, an easy place to go, and to just say, what am I going to draw? I'll draw that.
Jay says, I start every sketchbook with a selfie. Love
that. That's great. That's really good. Yeah.
All right.
So,
who's proud of themselves?
Have you done it? Did you do it?
Who did a thing?
Did you do it, or did you just watch me do it and now you're inspired to go and do it yourself? Let's do it. Yeah. I think we're done.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
So don't forget to come join us on Saturday. You have until tomorrow to sign up.
This Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, if you've never done it, just try it.
We're going to have a global hang. It's a deeper,
It's like, if you like this, you'll love that.
Except you're going to actually learn things. It's different.
Today, as you notice,
deeper draw with
I
me.
reluctantly explained a couple of the things that I was doing, but on the workshop, I absolutely explain everything, and you get to ask me questions. So, and I'll answer them immediately.
There you go. And we're just going to have fun. Remember the New Year's quote-unquote resolutions? We're committed to fun, maximum fun. And you know what is fun? Being together.
Fun.
And what is also fun is making art. So there you go.
It's true. And it's Saturday.
And it's not going to be too hard.
It's Saturday.
I think everyone's going to have a success.
Good. I think that's a good place to close up shop.
Land the plane.
So here's the last few announcements. To remind you, become a member of our channel if you'd like. But if you do, you will get to hang out with us on Wednesday when we, like we did yesterday, have a blind contour session. It's fun, and you get to have emojis. What else? I'd love to see your selfie. I'd love to see you, and your selfie is a representation of that. Or if you drew me, or if you drew whatever, your schnauzer, you could do that too. But share it on social media, Facebook, Instagram. Now here on YouTube, you can upload it right to our channel. We have a special thing in the community section where you can do that. And tag it, hashtag SBS Draw With Me. Because if you do that, we will be able to find it and add it to the beginning of next week's show. So you, in the flesh or in the watercolor, will be there at the beginning of the show. And we will go around and collect them all as we do and put them together. Danny'sEssays.com. I write an essay every Friday, and I just published it yesterday. I didn't publish it, but I finished writing it, and I just put it up there. And it also has a special link to this special video that nobody else is going to get to see till Tuesday, except you as a subscriber to Danny'sEssays.com. Free, always will be, always has been, and it currently is. Pen and Paint, Paint and Pen. You can sign up until when? Tomorrow night?
Yep.
Yeah, so you have till tomorrow night, and then you can join us on Saturday. Make It Anyways, my new book that just came out. And subscribe to this channel. Give us a thumbs up. All right, sorry.
And come back next Thursday.
Yeah, I'm sorry if that seems like a lot of stuff. It seems like we're accumulating more and more things to say at the end, but there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things we want to share with you. So that's why.
We just want to be together.
That's why you're doing it all. So see you again next time, maybe on Saturday. Otherwise, next Thursday on Draw With Me. Thanks again.
Yay.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.